Ras Baraka is the mayor of Newark, and his father was one of my mentors. And one of the things I learned as a teenager from Baraka and from others was that we had to stand up for what we believe. That to believe something and not stand up for it was not to believe it at all. It's what Martin Luther King stood for and died for. It's what Malcolm X stood for and died for. And our beliefs often evolve, they change, they grow. But whatever our beliefs are, we should be willing to stand up when the opportunity arises. The mayor of Newark, Ras Baraka, now stood up for his position on immigration. He supported 3 members of Congress who came to Newark and who came to visit a detention center for immigrants that were being deported. And here's what's interesting. He was allowed into the area of the detention center. When they asked him to leave, he left. And then someone called someone, and they came out of the detention center and took him into custody, not because of where he was, but because of where he had been. And they held him for 5 hours. And there were dozens of people out there. He was the only one they arrested. It clearly was a strategic strike that said if the mayor of the largest city in New Jersey is going to be arrested, then I dare any of the others of you to stand up against this policy. And listen, I just believe you have to accept the consequences for your behavior if your behavior is an extension of what you believe. Mayor Baraka was afraid because he didn't know what was going to happen. They held him for 5 hours. He couldn't call anybody. He was all alone. And if the mayor of the largest city in New Jersey, who has police protection himself, if he faces a fearful moment because of what he stands for, then how dare we assume that all we have to do is put a tweet out or put something on Instagram? That's not standing up. Standing up is when you face consequences, and those consequences are sometimes quite frightening.